This past weekend, me and my husband were over at my parents' house for a barbecue. The day was going great until my brother, for some reason, started to have a go at me, calling me names and belittling me. My husband pulled my brother aside and had a talk with him, and the insults stopped. An hour or so later, we were standing around talking with some friends and family members, and my brother came up to me and told me I'm a harlot. His exact words were, "You know you are a damn harlot, right?" He said it loud enough for almost everyone at the party to hear. All I saw was my husband next to me look at me, then I felt a push to the side, my husband stepping in front of me, and the next thing was my brother out cold on the ground with blood on his face. All I heard is my mother yelling, and my husband saying, "You don't talk to my wife like that, I warned you already." Before I continue, my husband didn't hurt me. He didn't push me hard or anything like that. I don't know how to describe it, but it was like a push that someone will give you when they are trying to pass. I went like one step back, that is all. I am not mad at my husband. I'm mad at my brother. The whole day, he was demeaning me, insulting me, belittling me. I don't know where this came from, as he has never talked to me like that or to anyone that I know of. The bigger problem is that I have to choose, either my husband or my parents. My parents are pissed and have given me an ultimatum. I either leave my husband and divorce him or they cut me off completely. My husband doesn't give a crap that they are mad. The only thing he is mad about is that he only got one punch in his words. I love my husband and don't want to lose him, but I also don't want to lose my parents. They have supported me through a lot and have always been there for me. I know they are serious, as this is the first time they have ever issued me with an ultimatum. They also threatened my husband with an assault charge, but he didn't care and welcomed them to do it. I'm stuck between a decision that will change my life forever, and I'm panicking. I have received messages for friends and other family members that have given me support and condemned my husband, but they are leaning more on the support side. Any advice will be appreciated. Edit to clarify, I am to choosing my husband. I have never questioned that, but I also don't want to lose my family. I'm very family-oriented, and family to me is everything. I want to find a solution where I can keep both. Top comments. Ask your parents why they think you should choose them when they've already made it clear they'll choose your brother no matter what he does to you. Somebody said, yeah, give those parents the same ultimatum. They can have your brother or you, but never both again. If they side with a man-child degrading his sister, you can walk away knowing they aren't worth caring about. Someone replied, ding, ding, ding. If we are being honest, original poster has stated that she is family-oriented and that to her family is everything, but her family does not feel the same way about her. If her parents cared about her, they would have shut her brother down when the insults began. They chose not to. Their silence speaks volumes. They not only condoned their son's vile, cruel, and malicious words, they are asking her to accept and ignore it. Hell no. People treat us the way we allow them to. I can only wonder how much verbal abuse original poster had endured from her brother over the years, and how the parents have enabled him. For him to speak like this, while at an event with family and friends in attendance, speaks to the fact that this was not a one-off. This is a pattern. Bravo to her husband for sticking up for her. Nope. If it were me, my family would be dead to me. Somebody said, choose your husband. He's the one who stuck up for you. Your useless parents let your brother speak to you that way. A commenter said, respond to your parents that they already made the decision for you when they decided that it was okay for their golden child son to denigrate you in the presence of many others and then failed you by not defending you and your honor. The only one who defended you was your husband. The rest of them can go to hell. Somebody said, has your husband indicated any empathy about the position you're being put in over his actions? While he seems like the obvious choice, I can't tell from this if he was being protective or possessive. He seems more focused on beating up your brother than the feelings and future of his actual partner. It sounds like you probably grew up with some pretty dysfunctional relationship dynamics. This may be a good time to reflect on whether or not you may be about to repeat them in a new way. Again, I can't tell if that's the case from what you've shared, Just something to consider as you navigate this. I hope you can create the healthiest future for yourself possible. Original poster replied, "My husband has tried to cheer me up, but he hasn't pushed anything on me. He hasn't given me an ultimatum to choose him or anything. He did apologize for putting me in the position with my parents, but he isn't sorry for knocking out my brother." In my husband's words, I asked him nicely to stop, and I did tell him he would face the consequences if he continued, and he didn't listen. He doesn't care what people think of him. The only opinions that matter to him are mine and his own mother. Update. First, I would like to thank everyone, and I want to apologize as well for the way I worded my post. It's no excuse, but my emotional state isn't the best. Unable to link my previous post, just look at the account. My husband is my choice, and I have no intentions of leaving him at all, never had. I know it's early for an update, but I'm more confused now about what is going on. My parents invited me over to have a talk with them, but they wanted me to come alone, as they didn't want my husband at their house. My husband refused to let me go alone, and said if he isn't going, then he won't allow me to. He basically said, with you alone, there they will just pile on you, and that I won't let happen. So we went together. My parents weren't happy to see him, and my mother wanted to say something until my husband told her he isn't there for them, but me, and if he is forced to leave, I will leave with him. I agreed with him. Reluctantly, they agreed. My brother was there as well. He has a broken nose and chipped teeth and refused to look at me or my husband. He just kept looking at the ground even while talking. Apparently, what happened with my brother is that he broke up with his girlfriend a month ago. It's more like she broke up with him. Don't know the reason. Don't care. I wasn't aware of this, as we aren't close like that. According to him, the reason he had a go at me this weekend is because my life. According to him, my perfect life with my husband kept popping up on his feeds, and he got jealous. Everything on my social media is with my husband. I don't really use it for anything else. But his feed was full of my posts, and that set him off as I had something that he didn't. It got worse when he overheard me and my mother talking when I had a discussion with her over children. Me and my husband are currently trying to have a baby, and that just made everything worse in his head. His life was falling apart, and mine was going perfectly, and I had and was trying to have what he wanted with his ex. He said he didn't take my husband seriously when he pulled him aside, and my husband warned him. I seriously don't know why he went after me, as nothing he said was true in any sense, and I did ask him why he said those things. He refused to answer me. I asked him why the harlot comment, because he knows my husband was my first in everything, and it has only been him all these years. He refused to answer. I asked him if trying to have a baby with my husband makes me a harlot, as it involves intimacy, and he just left the room. I asked my parents why they didn't step in and tell my brother to leave or stop. My dad said he wanted to, but my mother told him to leave my brother as he is not actually hurting anyone. The same with the ultimatum. They wanted to protect my brother. I asked what about me, and they were silent. All my father said was the ultimatum was my mother's idea, and he went along with it. This is basically where we are at the moment. A lot more was said, but I don't think it matters. My husband did apologize to my parents for what happened, but refused to apologize to my brother. When my mother asked him to apologize to my brother, he outright said no. He won't apologize for standing up for me, and my brother got what he deserved. He was warned and didn't listen. My mother said it still doesn't excuse him for hitting my brother. My husband asked my dad what he would do if someone called his wife a harlot. My father said, I will have a talk with that person, but will never hit someone. My husband laughed and told my dad he is a weak-willed, spineless man if he allows someone to demean his wife like that. That got my mom red in the face. I could see her get angry. That is when I told my husband it's time to leave. I told my parents that I will be going low contact with them, and the ultimatum they gave me broke the trust I had in them. I understand they wanted to protect my brother, but in doing that they hurt me. This seemed to take all the anger out of my mother. They asked if I will be cutting them out completely, and I told them that is up to them. I don't want anything to do with my brother at the moment, as he can't even apologize for what he said to me. I told them, if they can respect my wishes, we will see. When we got up to leave, my husband went over to my parents and actually still greeted them politely, but told my dad it's time to grow a backbone. I don't know what I saw, but I think it was a shame on my mother's face, because my dad looked at my mother and she looked away from him. This is where we are at the moment. My husband on the way back home apologized for possibly escalating things, but told me it was time someone told my dad the truth. He said whatever punishment comes, he will take and deal with any fallout. I don't need to worry or stress about anything. Edit. My brother's ex cheated on him and apparently he begged her to fix things, but she chose the other guy, and now he is just pissed and angry at every woman and believes we will all do that eventually. Got a message from my cousin. The family had a go at my parents for allowing my brother to talk to me the way he did, and they came clean as to why he did what he did, but couldn't do it when I was over and we talked. They couldn't be honest with me and just refused to answer. Top comments. The fact that brother openly admitted he didn't take husband seriously when he told him to wind his neck shows that brother has never met a consequence in his life. He's used to getting away with whatever he wants. Your parents suck, as well as your brother. I think there is favoritism as well as sexism. Thank God the hubby punched the D-bag brother. The parents raised a bully. Your husband is right. Sounds like your dad has been letting your brother run roughshod over everyone for years. Poor girl was smart to get away when she did. If this is how he's treating you, can you imagine how he treated her? And your dad did nothing to shut it down for years. Fiancé leverages my deeply personal childhood trauma to gain an advantage in gaming. I don't even know how to type this or explain my thoughts right now, so I apologize if I seem scattered. I have been engaged to my fiancée Emily for the past 3 months together for 2 years. She has been the only relationship where I felt safe enough to open up and discuss my past trauma. Many nights I have cried into her arms, and she has been there to comfort me. She goes to therapy with me and has been a rock in our relationship. I have been getting much better since I have really opened up about it and have been able to live a better and liberating life the past 2 years until last Saturday. Emily is ultra competitive, not just in sports, but in life. She will do whatever it takes to win and be number one. She has lost friendships, family relationships, jobs, and money. She understands this and has been trying to get better by going to therapy, stating she doesn't know why she is like this. She seemed to cool down over the summer, but she is still very competitive. Even her parents have such an idea because they were not athletes and have never pushed her to be number one. And her siblings are confused when this all started. I was a former college athlete, and yes, I am competitive, but not so much anymore. And recently my friend group has begun a monthly game night. I was on a 4-month win streak. We played board games, old video games, painting, basketball, and even football. And it was all in good fun. But Emily last month was so angry she did not win. She walked home and did not want to talk to me for at least 2 days. Before we left for game night, I asked her to please have fun, and it does not matter who wins. She promised she would try. As game night came to an end, Emily and I were tied with one more event. Rules are, if it is man versus woman, the lady chooses the final game. She selected N64 Mario Kart. I am the king of that game. I never lose. I asked her if she really wanted to do that and called me a chicken and was big talking she would beat me at my own game. I should have backed off, but I caved and we raced. Now, common knowledge is, let her win, and trust me, I thought about it. But she gets really angry if she thinks you let her win. Her attitude is way worse then. As we started racing, it was a tight race. She kept hitting the banana peels, but she kept catching up. The last lap she started trying to distract me by saying, "He snores when he sleeps," basic middle school insults. Then she tried bumping me to distract me, but I was locked in. I responded back, "At least I don't keep hitting the banana, love." Very simple and fun. We are in the final leg of the race, and that's when she snapped, "At least I didn't get sayed by my own family." I froze up and dropped the controller, and she passed me and won. She was jumping up and down with joy, screaming and dancing that she finally won. From what my friends told me later that she kept that up for a good while until she saw my face, and that's when she stopped. My friends were in complete shock, asking me if that was true. I could not speak, I couldn't breathe, and was fighting back all the inner demons I had swirling in my head. I simply got up and wished them a good night and started walking. I was in a trance. I didn't know where I was walking to. Emily tried calling and texting asking where I was, begging for me to call and come home. Kept saying she is sorry, just wanted to win so badly, and don't know why I said that. I simply needed space, and I told her to please stop calling me. I don't know what to do. I loved this girl and trusted her, but used that trust to win a video game. My friends are asking me about my past and won't leave me alone. I guess all I am asking is there any way back from this, or is this the end? Do I dump her or try and work this out? Any advice would be very helpful. Edit. I want to thank everyone for their comments and direct messages. I have been reading all of them for the past 3 hours. I guess I knew this was the end of this relationship. But after spending 2 years with someone and having strong feelings and trust, I wanted to see if a majority of people could see something else that I didn't, that could save it. And reading the comments, I guess I overlooked those massive red flags that Emily had. I decided to sit down with my friend group tonight and tell them my past. It will be difficult, and will text Emily tonight and meet with her tomorrow. I will update tomorrow after that conversation. Update. Hey all, I want to thank everyone again for all the support. It helped me clear up my head and really reflect on the past few months with Emily and finally see the red flags I ignored or didn't press hard enough on. First of all, I need to get this off my chest. From ages 11 through 13, I was molested by my aunt. She would come over to babysit, and she would do the deeds and have me do stuff to her. She would threaten me if I ever spoke out. I tried to tell my parents if she could not babysit, but my mother told me that her sister absolutely loves you and wants to spend time with you since she can't have children. If it wasn't for my dad forgetting his wallet one night, I believe she wouldn't have been caught. My mom went mental and did not believe any of it and went on the campaign tour around town saying she is 100% innocent and I am just confused. My dad went into the bottle and tried to enter the shadow realm because he couldn't forgive himself for missing the signs. My mom then threatened me to make an announcement that her sister is not a predator and then attacked me. My dad divorced my mom and she and my aunt moved elsewhere. All these years later, she truly believes her sister didn't do the deeds. My dad and I are okay. He does not want to be around me much because of the guilt. Second, I met with my friends and told them my story, and they all apologized and promised to help protect me in the future with relationships. They told me what happened after the event. Emily was trying to defend herself by claiming, I did not mean to say it. He took it the wrong way. I just needed to win this. I love him and didn't mean it. She has been calling all of them, begging for them to please help her. Win me back, and she will do whatever it takes and see anyone to help her with her condition. Meeting today with Emily, my friends invited her over and would sit in the other room while we talked. Emily was unhinged and came flying into the house trying to hug me, but my friends held her back and told her to just sit. I asked her why she said what she said. Emily, I don't know. I just needed to win so badly. I followed up with why she needed to win this one. Emily, because it was your best game and I don't know, I just needed to win. I again asked why she needed to win. What was the importance of winning? Emily through her tears. I don't know. I needed to win. She kept repeating the same line over and over, so I asked if she had planned on using my trauma against me and if that is why she chose Mario Kart. I have never seen someone go white so fast. Emily just looked at me and put her hands in her face and blurted out, I can't stand not winning, and I knew you would get distracted, and I could win and finally feel great, because these past 4 months I've been so depressed from feeling like a loser and knew I could win with this plan. I was in shock and couldn't believe she said that. I realized that some of the commenters were right. She had this planned. I am still trying to gain control of my thoughts on this one. You had this planned? I asked Emily. Yes. I didn't think about what would happen after, And when I saw your face, I knew I messed up. Please, I want to get help and will do anything. Please don't end this. I asked if this was another competition in her head to win me back. No, I mean in a way yes, but not like that. So if you win me back, you'll feel better that you won. I told her I can't trust her anymore. What if we had kids? Will you see them as competition? If your friends are being flirted with, will you try and get more attention for the win? What if I am simply doing something and you blurt that out again to win? She had to be escorted out by my friends and was told by one of them I should get a restraining order because her mentality of losing you may break her mind and do whatever it takes to win me back. So again, thank you everyone for all the comments. I am going to get more help and take a break from dating until I find someone who I can trust 100%. And now my friends will be on extra guard for any Emily sightings and future dating red flags. Some comments below. She used your biggest, deepest wound, one that she only knew about because you trusted her, to win a dumb game. She exposed your biggest, deepest wound to other people without your consent. There is no coming back from this. You shouldn't want to come back from this. How will you ever be able to trust her with anything again? She has shown you who she truly is. You deserve better. I am very sorry you had this experience. I hope you are okay, somebody said. You know the adage, when someone shows you who they really are, believe them. She has shown you that she has no hex to give about your trauma. Please don't allow her to abuse your trust or your love again. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Those of us who have lived through everything from no hell to give about you, all the way to full-on gaslighting someone, to self-end for their life insurance. Just run. Another comment. I'm sorry, but I really don't see how this relationship can survive. She not only used the one thing that you trusted her with, but she used your pain and trauma to win a goddamn video game. Also, in front of other people who were clueless about your past. I don't think there is anything a person could do to get past that level of disrespect and damn complete lack of decency. I'm so sorry for your past and what you went through. Is there any of your friends you feel comfortable enough talking to? Are you seeing a therapist? Heck, even keep talking to people on here if you think it would help. Please don't shut out your friends and please don't shut down. Lean on your friends or whoever you feel comfortable around. Final thought. Freak that evil puss.